Hey guys, it's Keeping with Colin, and in this video we will be going over F2L and then solving the yellow cross. Let's go. In the last video we went over how to get the first face, and if you're interested the link is in the description. So after you've completed the first face, the next step is to solve each of these edge pieces, and it's called F2L. So there are two algorithms that you're going to have to learn, and then that's all for this stage. Those algorithms are actually just two of the same algorithms mirrored. But let's get into it. So after you solve the first face, what you're going to do is find any edge that doesn't have yellow or white on it. So like this one is the blue and orange edge. So what you're going to do is put it above the corresponding center. So this is the blue, you see these two match up, and it's the blue and orange one. So what you have to do is you think about, so you see where the orange one is, so you think about pushing that one away and then bringing the side up where these two are and then putting this piece back, then bring the side back down, then you rotate your cube, then you do the opposite of the four moves that we learned for inserting the corners. You bring it out, up, and then put it in and then down, and now you can see that you have this edge solved. Sometimes you'll have that same thing but mirrored, so you actually have this edge, rather than putting it here and it matching up, you put it here. You do the same thing, you just push it away, bring the side with these two centers up, push it back in, bring this back down, and then rotate it, put it away, up, left, down. So now you have this one. Now so there's some more cases you may come across where you notice like this is flipped in there. What you do is you just do that same algorithm from any piece, then it brings it out, and then you do the same thing, so you do that algorithm and then you put it in. So here we have this one. You want to put it above the correct color. These two are the centers, so you put it away, and then up, that way, that. So now your first two layers are solved. So now for getting the yellow cross, there's actually two cases and they're very simple. So in this stage you just completely ignore all these yellow four corners and you just think about the edges. So the cases you may get is where you have the little uppercase L or the longer lowercase l. Now the corners right now don't matter, so sometimes they'll be facing up, sometimes they won't. But if you get the little L, you put it in the bottom right part, and you do a wide move of the front one. Then you do those four moves that you learned for inserting the corner. Then you undo that front move. And now you can see you have the yellow cross. Now, if you end up with the bar, you just do the non-wide version. You hold the bar across, but rather than doing this move, you do this move, and then those four moves, and then you undo it, and now you have this cross also. So now, as always, I will do two practice examples. So, once again, after you finish the first face, now you'll just find any edge that doesn't have yellow on it. So this is the blue and red edge, and you put it above the blue center since it makes this bar. You won't put it here since then it would be flipped. So you put it here, and then since this is the red one, you push it away from the opposite one. Bring this side up, since this is the one in between these two. Then put it back, bring the side down, and now you can kind of track this as like a pair, and you push it away again, then you bring the left side up, down, that way. So you kind of watch the pair. So now, I find this red and green one. So remember, if you do the algorithm from here, it's just going to give you the flipped edge. So now, I actually flipped it again, but if you put it above the correct one, and you do the algorithm, and it will insert the correct edge. So here, once again, we have the green and orange. It's the orange one that is correct, since it makes the correct bar. Push it away, bring the side in between the two centers up, put it back down, then you track this pair, put it out, and then you do that. Finally, for the last one, put it above, and do the algorithm. Now, for the yellow cross, we got the bar case. Then all you just do is the front move, the four moves that you used to insert a corner in the first part, which is in the first video, link in description, then you undo it with the opposite move, and now you notice that your yellow cross is solved. So in this example solve, we'll be going over exception cases where this is in the wrong slot or this is flipped. So it's actually very simple. If it's in the wrong slot, you just can take the correct one. If it's out, if it's not, it's okay. Take the correct one and just insert it like you normally would, and then that just brings this one out. Now if it's flipped, what you do is you can just pick any piece, preferably one with yellow on it, or else it will incorrectly slot one, but it's okay. Just take any piece and then act like you're trying to insert this one. So you just do the algorithm and it brings it out, and then you just put it on top of the correct one and then do the algorithm again, it puts it in. So here we are with the green and orange edge. Put it on top of the correct one, push it away, bring it up, put it back in, bring it back down. Then you can rotate and then just track the pair and put it in like that. Now for the final F2L pair, put on top the correct one and do your algorithm. Now, this time we didn't actually get the correct case, but it's okay. We got the little L, remember ignoring the corners, so we got this, and you do the wider F move. Just think about like trying to grab this whole L. So you do the wider F move, and then those 4 moves, and then put it back, and your cross is solved. So in the next video, we will be going over how to finish solving the cube, and you'll do an algorithm that puts all the edges of the yellow cross in the correct place, and then you'll do another algorithm which will put each corner in the correct place, and then you will finish off the cube, and your cube is solved. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time on Cubing with Colin.